on or sometime this weekend I'm going to do one where we connect. But right now I have some information for you. We are in the process of autumn cleaning because autumn is a good season, and especially with it being the waning moon, of getting rid of certain things. So you may hear a little noise and rustling in the background. But today I want to talk to you all about how you can organize your life according to the days of the week, the cycles of the moon, and the times of year. But before I begin, I have a few church announcements for you. First of all, I'd like to say this channel, we're going to continue to focus on spiritual development and solutions. I am not a channel of controversy or triggering people. It's nothing like that. So we're going to continue the positive, upbeat energy of solutions, spiritual solutions with practical, they get you practical results. So I wanted to make sure that you all know that and remind you of that. That is my top priority, of making sure we focus on the positive as much as possible as we tackle through the negative. So with that being said, of course, you know what I'm about to say next. My only Instagram is at Adunola the Oracle, ADUN as in Nancy, OLA the Oracle. No underscores, no extra letters, no numbers. Please be aware of scam accounts. Do not let them scam you out of your money. There's only one way to contact me on Instagram for personal platform, and that is the just mentioned Instagram handle. The next thing I want to say, I have some good news for you all. People are having so much trouble finding a medium who are gifted to do misas for them. Like, they're called seances for your ancestors. And it's people who are experts at working with the inside ancestor altar, spirit guide altar known as the Obatala. So we're going to be doing a class in person and virtually for those who are not in Houston, Texas. And I'm going to show you all how you all can begin. And this is not a one-hitter quitter. This is a series of classes to help you develop your Ogun, which are ancestors, and your spirit guides, your spiritual quadrant, those that walk with you. So like I say, since I have had so much trouble finding good mediums who are willing and available, especially with the pandemic, I decided it's time that we start developing together and doing monthly or of every other month doing these particular classes. So I would love for you to join us. I said I wasn't going to do any more classes where it's virtual and online together, but we'll see how this goes. The first part of it will be very teachable moments, so that part should be easy. So join us. That's going to be on Friday, November 12th. And that's when the first class starts. That's intro to invocation and how to set up a misa. That way, in your area, if you have the talents and you have mediumship abilities and other people around you, you all can create your own circles together eventually, maybe help other people, because the ancestors can wait no longer for people to come together in mass. A lot of people get spooked out by the word seance. Misas come from, and seances and things like that come from the French spiritist Allan Kardec, but it's been very popularized in the Afro-Latin American countries, such as Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, etc., known as SEANCE, Spiritismo, etc. So we're going to do this English version because it's time that we become privy to these things as well, because our ancestors need elevating. It's just way too much trauma and karmic knots for us not to be having these masses. Misa, once again, like I just said, the word mass, it only means mass. And so it's kind of like, hey, let's get together and have church. It's just a gathering. And I still believe what my grandmother always told me, where two or more gathered in my name, there I am. I know I'm probably misquoting that statement incorrectly, but it's time for gathering in a safe social distance manner, if you will. But it's time to be developing and believing in yourself and trusting your right brain, trusting your intuition and what you have. So join us for the first session on Friday, November 12th. And it's going to be later in the day based on Central Standard Time, not Pacific Time, not Eastern Time, but Central Texas Time. Also, November 15th, we're going to have our online session of group past life regression. If you'd like to join us, if you missed it in October, we had a pretty good time. I have now divided the online past life regression session separately from in person. That way I can give you all my total attention. So join us November 15th. I believe that's a Monday, for past life regression online. All of the links that I'm speaking of is in the description box. and I'll try to remember to put it in the comment section below. On November 18th, I think that's a Friday, we're going to do the in-person past life regression. So if you're in the Houston, Texas area, you are welcome to join us as long as you don't have a fever. We're checking temperatures this time and that. So you're welcome to join us on November 18th for the in-person past life regression session. I enjoy in-person better, but online is still good. All you need to do is just be open to trusting what you see with your right brain and not doubting and being very, very comfortable. I think a lot of people learned that lesson last time because they didn't get it the first time. They thought I was playing when I said you better make sure you're very comfortable, make sure you don't have anything on your mind, make sure you have the time to do it. So if you do, join us on November 18th if you'd like to come in person and sit with us. On November 30th, if you're a Patreon member, you are welcome to join us for the monthly book club Zoom meeting where I talk to y'all as a group. It's an opportunity for you all to get to know each other, get to talk to me, ask me questions in a private session on Zoom, and we do that for about 40 minutes to an hour. And it's for all tiers. I also have a new tier called the Magical Manifestors, and that's the $4.40 tier. So you're welcome to join that. Our monthly group Zoom meeting is for all tiers, from 440 up to the 44 group. So you're welcome to join us. Come talk every month. Come chat with me if you have any specific concerns and things such as that. I've also added the feature to where if you're on the 15, 20, and also the 44 tier always had this, but if you're on the $15 and $20 tier, you also get the opportunity to have a 10-minute private call with me on need-based only. I added that feature because I felt like I owed it to you all, because I want to make sure that you all are getting the most out of Patreon. Earlier this year, I wasn't able to give it my 100%, but now I'm more focused on it to give you, to try to give you as much quality as possible while you're there. So that feature is now available, and welcome to all my new Patreon members. And I like to show love to all of my loyal Patreon members, such as Alicia and her family, etc., and Okemia. Thank you all so much, and Magickally. I appreciate you all so much, and I just want to give back to you all and reciprocate to you all to make sure that we chat every month so that you're talking to me directly. Also, please be patient with any emails and things like that. I don't do DMs because the Instagram scammers are always sending people DMs talking about they can do readings. That's not me. I'm not currently doing readings right now. Probably will start back at the beginning of next year. Sitting on the floor sometimes can be a bit uncomfortable for me right now, so I'm not doing the readings right now. I'm taking a break from readings. But if you want to contact me, please don't DM. I don't check DM. Send me a message at guidesandgoals.com/contact or guidesandgoals@gmail.com, and I will answer you to the best of my abilities, or I will have Catherine answer you to the best of her abilities, because sometimes I have someone check my emails for me. Also, if there are any other questions or concerns that you miss and you don't feel like sending an email, or you didn't catch me on email, then when I do live streams, when I go live publicly, or if I'm on Instagram at my I do know the Oracle Instagram, then you can ask me questions then, as long as it's based on spiritual development and things such as that. Now, with that being said, since we've just done the church announcements, let's get started on days of the week. Part 1, how to organize your life according to the days of the week. Did you know that each day has its own energetic vibration? Well, we're going to discuss that right now, because a lot of these activities I discussed, you can do them every day, but with these particular days and numbers and cycles of the moon, you can put more focus on these particular activities on those particular days. Also, sometimes you can contradict those days depending on the planetary cycles and other things such as that. So this is going to be very generalized for you. If you are familiar with your horoscope or what you should do for a month, then you can kind of tweak this a little bit. So just consider this kind of a blueprint of advice just to get you through your days, weeks, moon cycles, and months, years, etc. So first up, we have Sunday. Sunday is the energy of the sun, of course, Amun-Ra, and it's also the energy of the Orisha Obatala. Even though I'm just going to tell you about the Orishas, but this isn't an Orisha video. But anyway, it's a masculine energy. Sundays are really good for doing anything with sun energy. of sun gazing, sun manifestation, and things such as that. It's also a good day for family gatherings, like family dinners, or doing things special, going to the park, or having family outings, or just sitting at home having a nice meal with your family, friends, and loved ones. Also, Sunday is a good day of the week for decision making and planning, like what you're going to do for the rest of the week, what you're going to do for the rest of the month, meal preparation and things such as that, getting all your clothes ironed and organized, cleaning up, all that good stuff, yard work, anything outside. Also, Sunday is a day of early morning action. So the earlier you get up on Sunday, it's like really auspicious. Even if, I always say, if you don't even have a dime to your name, certain things you can do to just automatically ensure more blessings or more good fortune for yourself. And getting up early is one of those things. So Sunday is a very auspicious to get up as early as possible, right before sunrise, to get things started and go salute, salute however you consider the creator, and salute the sun. Allow that sun energy to fill you up if it's not a rainy day. Next up, it's a good day for fitness. I mean, every day is a good day for fitness, but really if it's a sunny Sunday, then you're on the ball with that. Sunday is a good day for starting new endeavors. It is a good day to relocate, to move from another home to a new home, move to another city, things such as that. It's also a good day for travel. It is also a good day for reconciliation and starting over, forgiving people or getting back with them and all that stuff, or starting a project over. Maybe you started a business or you started an endeavor. It didn't go as good as you wanted to. So Sunday's like that blank sheet of paper where you can just start anew, start afresh, and get things going again, kind of revising what you did before. Sunday's also a good day to work with, you already said that pretty much, but I'll repeat it. Sunday's a good day to work with your spirits early, your spirit guides, ancestors, and things such as that, especially your patriarchal ancestors and your male ancestors in particular. Let's see what else we have here. Sunday is a day of manifesting fame and good reputation as well. So if you're trying to manifest, I don't know, some followers or some type of success with a business, and you want a good reputation, or you want to repair your reputation, Sunday is a good day to do that type of manifestation work. And Sunday is also a good day to do Ori work if you practice Ifa. Anytime, really, I'm gonna say this, anytime early in the morning is good for Ori work. So yes, Sunday is a very auspicious day for that. The colors for Sunday are white, tan, brown, red, and gold. Red if you're working on fame and reputation, etc. Now, Monday is a feminine day. It is related to the moon and Yemaya, the mother Orisha of the ocean and seas and waters. Monday is a day to strengthen your intuition. Monday is a day for ancestor altar work, especially working with Lamadama, or Lamadama, however you want to pronounce it. Monday is also a day of spiritual cleaning, like cleaning your house spiritually, getting rid of negative energy and bringing in attractive energy depending on the moon cycle. And also physical cleaning of the house is really good on Mondays. And it is of the it's a good day to make spiritual baths because it's of the water elements. You can work with a lot of water energy on that particular day, making new floor washes, baths, even oils and things like that, anointing them and putting your essence in those things is really good on that day. Let me jump back to Sunday really quick. Sunday is a good day if you make your own incense, like resins and powders. Sunday is a good day for that. So, jumping back into Monday, I digress. Let's see. Monday is a good day to have quality time with your children if they're not in school. Like, say for instance, you can say, okay, one day a week I'm gonna teach my child how to bake cookies, or I'm going to teach them how to make a recipe, or I'm going to take them to the ballpark and teach them how to play football. Monday's a really good day for nurturing your children on that particular day, on their talents. So you can say, okay, on Monday night, me and the children, we're gonna go out to eat. I'm gonna take my son or daughter to the restaurant, and that'll be our quality family night when everybody gets home. So Monday's a really good day for that because it's mothering, nurturing type of energy. So the energy is very auspicious for that. Monday is also a day for home cooking and domestic bliss in general, or making your favorite meals for your loved ones. And it's also a day for, just like Sunday, for starting new projects and endeavors early in the morning, that is. Monday is a worst things first type of day. It's the day where you want to get your heavier responsibilities of the week out the way. If it's paying all the things that make you roll your eyes, oh, I got to clean the garage, I got to pay bills, I got to go get the car checked. You want to try to get that done on a Monday and get it out the way. That way you kind of coasting through the rest of the week if you can get those things accomplished in time. It's a money magic day. Money, moon. Remember, money and moon is tied to the same thing. So it's a very good day for money magic, especially during the new waxing and full moon. But we'll get into the moon cycles in just a minute. Also, Monday is a day for honoring your female spirit guides and your female matriarchal lineage, your female ancestors or your mother's bloodline. It's a really auspicious day for doing particular things for them, like giving them flowers, their perfume, making a colonia, working with Florida water with your floor washes, all that good stuff. It's a good day for that. And playing like soft, healing, feminine type of music. And the colors for Monday are blue, white, and silver in general, and also gray to a certain extent. Next up, Tuesday, and I forgot to put the colors for the rest of the week, so I'll try to remember to say those colors. I'll go ahead and say the colors up front. Tuesday is a color for red, maroon, green, black, gray, and any metal colors. And it's a very masculine day. It's Mars energy. It's like that warfare type of energy. And it also correlates to the Orisha Ogun, the Orisha of iron and metals. And he's also a warrior as well. Tuesday is the day of tackling your tough issues. It's the day of confrontation. It's kind of like that worst things first, getting things done in the house on Monday. But Tuesday is kind of like, okay, I got to fire this person, or I got to tell my boss I need a raise, or I got to go. It's the day where you have those tough conversations that are very difficult. It can be a day where people either break up or make up in general. It can have an element of conflict, but you have to have a way to control that particular energy because it's Mars energy. But it's a way to, talk to people you're not really agreeing with and coming to some sort of conclusion so that you all can see eye to eye. So it can kind of be a day of compromise as well. Kind of like it's a day of negotiation, business negotiations, emotional negotiations. It's also a day of putting your foot down and telling people, I can't take this anymore. These are my standards. This is what I will take. This is what I want to take. So it's a day for standing up for yourself in a peaceful way. You want to make sure it's not a day of fighting and scrapping, but you want to do it in a peaceful way with a cool head. And if you're working on Sunday with your Ori, you'll have a better outcome on Tuesday if there's anything or anyone you need to confront. Also, it's a day of self-confrontation. I always say, there's a proverb that says as well, you cannot fix what you will not face. So it's a day of confrontation. Maybe there's something about yourself. Maybe it's a habit that you need to address on that day. It's a good day for addressing your bad habits or character flaws and being totally honest with yourself as much as possible. Looking down at my notes, because I always use my notes because it helps me remember everything I want to say to y'all. Let's see, it's a day of problem solving. If there's issues going on that day, you want to be solution focused. You don't want to just keep focusing on the problem, because that's where the conflict and the immaturity comes in. So it's a day of saying, okay, I got this going on, what am I going to do about it? So it's a day where you have to be very mature. You have to put your big girl panties on or your big guy panties on and just attack whatever it is that needs to be attacked with tact, T-A-C-T. It's a day of finishing what you start. It's a day, other days kind of procrastinating. I said I was going to do this and do that. It's a day just getting up and, getting it done. Get her done. Get up and get it over with. So you don't have to be worrying about it through the week, and it doesn't have to be burdening your conscious mind for the rest of the week or the month. Let's see. It's a day of signing contracts. It's a really good day for signing like leases, signing, like I said, contracts, signing up for a job, putting your name on paper if you review the contracts carefully. So it's a day of handling legal issues on those particular days. It's a day of travel as well, but you want to make sure you're safe, because a lot of accidents happen on Tuesdays, and I noticed that a lot of people get traffic tickets on Tuesdays. Remember, that's that Ogun energy and Oshosi. Oshosi is the Orisha of the police. I noticed even back in the day, because I used to be a speed demon. I still speed a lot. I used to get most of my tickets I got was on Tuesday for some type of, it's like they were just out there waiting. It's like, I know that sometimes I'm driving and the cops are like sitting there waiting to give people tickets, and they're looking at the speed limit on Tuesdays. So that energy is real. So you may want to keep that in mind. Don't speed on Tuesdays. Be careful how you travel on Tuesdays. So yeah, just a word to the wise. Um, it's a day of sealing deals. Like, let's make this happen. Let's get this merger going. All that type of stuff. It's a day of commitment. It's a day of alliances and meeting with others. Like your business meetings, your corporate meetings, your team meetings are good for Tuesdays. Once again, it's a day of cooperation and teamwork, that Three of Pentacles type of energy. And once again, a day of compromise. I'm just kind of repeating myself. And this day, it's a good day for working court case spells. Like if you got a court case coming up or all that type of stuff, you can do your court case work then. It's also a day for jinx removing spells, back to sender work, and overcoming enemies and obstacles. Once again, the energy of Tuesday correlates to Ogun energy, a Mars energy. Wednesdays is a feminine day. But even though it's a feminine day, ironically, it is tied to Mercury, who in African spirituality we call Eshu or Ilegba. But yes, it's tied to mercurial energy of communication and of doors opening and things such as that. Also, it's known as the day of confusion in Ifa. So it's a day of the tricksters, a day of things going awry, the scamming type of day. All that type of stuff you want to be careful of on those days, because a lot of trickery and confusion can go on. So be careful. It's not a good day for signing contracts. You have to look out for scammers on that day. I mean, any day. But something about Wednesday, it just brings a chaotic sort of energy. Another thing I want to add to, a positive thing, Wednesday is also correlated to the Iyaami, the primordial mothers, female maternal matriarchal energy, and also the Orisha Oya, the female Orisha Oya of the winds and war. So with that being said, it's the day to do less important tasks, like your little temporary everyday tasks, you know, like cleaning up, updating the house through the middle of the week. It is a day to be careful with getting into arguments with women, because it can be a day of cursing. You have to be very careful of that. And for that reason, for it being one of the reasons, we in Ifa, we don't use black soap, Dudu Oshun, on Wednesdays or Saturdays, because it's considered the day of the witches. And I don't just mean human, I mean like the spiritual mothers. It is not a good day for signing contracts once again. It is a day of unexpected change, especially if it correlates to the number 9 on that day, or you know, number 9 personal month. It is a day to appease the Iyaami and mother energy, feminine energy, and mother nature. So going out, like cleaning up the environment, cleaning the rivers, the forests, you know, all that type of stuff, picking up trash and litter. It's a really good auspicious day for that, for garnering blessings. Like I say, there are things you can do for free that will bring about good fortune to yourself. So cleaning up nature is a really good task to do on that day if you have the time in your schedule. It's a day of making peace with women. It's a day of gathering with women, like women's meeting at 6 p.m., women's planning women's conferences, all that type of stuff. It's teamwork with women on that particular day. And it is a day to reflect. It's not a good day to commit to anything once again. And I already said it's not a good day for using black soap. Next up, Thursday. Oh yeah, and Wednesday's energy is like yellow colors, yellow, white, and also brown can be used on Wednesday. Like those are the auspicious colors for Wednesday. Thursday, masculine energy, Shango's energy, Jupiter, Thor's day. That's where we get the word from. Thor is Shango, Shango is Thor. And those colors are red, white, also wood element, and brown colors, and even some orange fiery type of colors. Just one second, wind's blowing my papers. So Thursday, I love Thursday. It's a day of manifesting and attracting luck and blessings, good fortune, Ire. It is a day of optimism and success, day of victory. It's a day of socializing, putting yourself out there, getting out the house and being around other people, or connecting virtually with people. But it's a day of socializing and conversations. Conversation rule the nation type of energy on Thursdays. It's a day of fame, like garnering fame and good reputation. And it's a good day for networking. So if you have those opportunities on Thursday, it's very auspicious for that. It is a day of important conversations. And it is a day of contract signing. What I put? It's a day of contract signing of short agreements, like short term, like things to where it's not binding for the rest of your life. So it's not the best day to get married, of course, but little things like, okay, I'm gonna rent this furniture, I'm gonna do this or that. Those little short contracts you can do on those particular days, or I'm gonna make you my boyfriend, girlfriend, even though I don't believe in that. But it's a day for all that type of stuff: dating, courtship, flirtation, etc. Thursday's a day of coasting. Now that you passed up Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, which are the days of tackling the tough things and the tough responsibilities, Thursday's like the day of the week you just kind of coast, and it's just like it should be an easy day if you've taken care of your business earlier in the week. Once again, it is a day of important conversations, a day of contract signing for short-term agreements, like I just said, and it's a day of hanging with your friends, like going out, meeting them at the bar, or wherever you're gonna go. It's a really good day for that, and just having meetings in general. It is also a day for putting your best foot forward, making sure you're looking your best, you're dressed your best, and just be open to opportunities, because once again, it's a day of socializing, so you want to look your best on that day. Let me let this helicopter pass by. And that is that. So that's Thursday. Next up, Friday, feminine energy. Venus, Oshun, Lakshmi, Freda, etc. Those are the days of Friday's the day of feminine energy. We are now on Friday today. And the colors are pink, yellow, soft golds, and things such as that. You know, kind of feminine type of colors, florals, and all that type of stuff. Friday is the day of pleasure. It's the day of taking it easy, fanning yourself, honey. It is the day of indulgence. So if you want that cupcake or that slice of cake or that extra piece of chocolate cake or whatnot, it's a really good day to do that. Go out and treat yourself. Take yourself out to eat. Meet with your girlfriends or whatnot, or meet with your guy friends. Go eat something really good and just indulge yourself. It's a pleasurable day. It is the day of self-care and beautification. It is the day of love and prosperity bathing. So if you're trying to attract love, doing a spiritual bath to attract love, a romance, or a date, suitor, etc., whatever you're looking for, it's a good day for that. It's a good day for attracting money, just like on Monday. It's a good day for attracting luxury as well. It is a day of you can like your spa day or going to the nail shop or things like that. I need to go to the nail shop, so I'm gonna miss it this Friday, but oh well, it's okay. So, but it's still an auspicious day for beautifying yourself. Go and get your eyebrows arched and all that good stuff. Go get your microblade and all that. Friday is also a good day for just doing the easy tasks. You can also clean the house on that day to prepare for the weekend, and also beautify and make it smell good. And it's also a good day for going shopping, especially like during lunch hours. It's something about Friday shopping. It's just like, oh, I don't have to rush. I can just kick back. So it's all that type of energy. So very auspicious and beautiful day if you tackled all your tasks. I've noticed that something about the energy of Friday being a Venus day, if you haven't taken care of all your business in the beginning of the week and you're struggling and you're doing the heavier chores and responsibilities on Friday, I noticed that it feels like your energy's in conflict, because you want to try to be in sync with the days of the week and the cycles of the moon so that things flow freely. So if you kind of keep these themes in mind, it'll help out a lot if you get your difficult things done at the end of the week. So Thursday and Friday, you're just kind of enjoying yourself. You're slowly easing your way towards the weekend and the day of rest, which we are on now, which is Saturday. Saturday is feminine energy. It is the day of, well, every day is the Lord's day, is Olodumari's day, the creator. But in particular, it's Olodumari's day. It also ties into Saturn energy, and some people even call it, on the flip side, the devil's day, if you believe in the devil. Because a lot of evil things can happen and have happened, especially around 3 a.m. on Saturday night. So you want to be very careful of being out and about. On Saturdays in particular, a lot of crime happens, even more so, it seems like, on Saturdays for some reason. And a lot of mischief and, a bunch of misdeeds. People of poor character, it seems like people have bad attitudes on Saturday too. Have y'all noticed that? It's like their attitudes are just bad. Then the next day you see them, it's like a totally different person. It can bring out the worst in people sometimes, depending on what you're doing on that particular day. Saturday, and it's not just the Jews who believe in this. This is ancient. It was a Sabbath, the witches' Sabbath. It's known as Shabbat, the seventh day of the week. Even if you look in the Spanish language, the day Saturday is called Sábado, which means Sabbath. So the Sabbath is actually Saturday, not Sunday. It was switched because the sun worship began on Sunday, so they switched the Sabbath to Sunday instead of Saturday. But really, you get what I'm saying. Saturday is the true Sabbath day. Even no matter if you don't believe in Judaism or Judeo-Christianity, it's the true day of rest, because Saturn energy represents restriction, refrain, and just chilling out. Like, it's kind of like that don't start nothing, don't be nothing type of energy. So once again, it's a day of rest, refrain, and restriction. I've noticed that even with other people, me personally, if I've tried to do something important on a Saturday, by the next day, I promise I change my mind. Or it's not as, it doesn't seem like it's as effective. So once again, it's just a day of chilling out. I wouldn't sign a contract on a Saturday. I wouldn't do anything major on a Saturday. I don't know, anything major important that I want to have longevity, I would not do it on a Saturday. So I suggest you keep that in mind. Sometimes it works for people, sometimes it doesn't. I've seen people get married on Saturday and, you know, it didn't last, but that can happen on any day, so don't worry about it. But just something to keep in mind. It is not a day to, Saturday is not a good day to meet new people. You'll notice that it's kind of like that Mercury retrograde energy. The people you meet during Mercury retrograde, they may not be in your life permanent, or they just come around every now and then. But the major players in your life, you usually are not going to meet them on a Saturday. For the most part. Now, there's always exceptions. So if you have an experience where you met an important person in your life on a Saturday, please leave it in the comment section. Next up, it is a terrible day for moving, travel, and once again, signing contracts, making commitments. It is a terrible day for cooking, like for the week, like your meal prep. Some people do, and that's fine. But most people I've noticed, the food that they cook on Saturday, they may eat it on Sunday as leftovers, but it's not a good day for that. I mean, if you're gonna cook, just for that one day. If you're gonna do it, it's best. It's a good day for studying spiritual and esoteric knowledge. It's really good for that. Like whatever you believe in, like if you have prayer meetings, or if you practice certain spirituality, or you're in the Orisha tradition, it's a good day for like Orisha drummings and all that type of stuff. People in Palo, they do their drummings on those days, etc. Whatever you believe in, gathering spiritually, kind of having church or mass is really good for Saturdays. It's good for that type of energy. It's a good day where you can do work with your ancestors and guides too, to a certain extent, but I kind of prefer like Mondays or maybe Fridays for that particular thing. But yes, Saturday is a good day for spirituality, because 7 represents spirituality and spiritual knowledge. So that's the day where you can kind of lay in the bed, chill out, rest, read, you know, whatever you believe in, or study your tradition, study the Odus, all that good type of stuff if you're an Ifa and if you're an initiate. Saturday is, let's see, it's not a good day for shopping, but it's the most popular day for shopping. But yeah, Fridays are actually better for shopping, believe it or not. It's a good day for sleeping in late unapologetically. It's also another day for family quality time, just kind of sitting up watching Netflix all day, or watching your Amazon and your movies or your YouTube videos all day. It's not the best day to reconcile, because you may find that on a different day, you're right back where you started with a person who you have conflict with. So it's not a really good day to reconcile with people if you're not seeing eye to eye with them. It's not a good day to have those difficult conversations, to forgive somebody and all that type of stuff. I wait, you know, maybe to Sunday or a different day for that, or Monday. It's a day where you want to try to avoid arguments as much as possible if you're able to, because once again, attitudes seem to flare more on Saturdays with that chaos energy. So once again, it's just a good day to kind of chill, kind of stay home, or either visit your family or visit your spiritual kindreds. And it's a day also, it's a very good day for like going to the beach, or, you know, going into nature and stuff like that. You know, anything simple like that. But being around a bunch of extra people on Saturday, especially during the, well, I'll say in the daytime, then it's not that great. Now, I know a lot of people at nightclubs and stuff, people socialize on Saturday, so that's a different thing. But even if you're going to do that, a lot of the people you meet on Saturday evening, I wouldn't take it as serious. Just kind of consider it temporary fun, if you will, for the most part. Now, let me take a swig of water, and then we're going to start talking about the numbers. You know, each day has its number, like the first of the month, the second, third on the calendar. So we're going to get into that. So let me drink some water. Okay, here we go. Now, when you're going 1 through 9 in numerology, once you get to 10, you're reducing right back down to 1. When you get to 11, which is a master number 2, it's still it's the base of number 2 energy. 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, etc. 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. So you're getting right on back into 4. So let's first review the basics of 1 through 9 on the day of the week. So say for instance, it's whatever it's, if it's January 1st or October 1st, whatever day, December 1st. The first of the month is a good day for starting new ventures and taking risks. It's a good day for doing you, self-reliance, taking the lead, moving, relocating, travel, but it also depends on what day of the week, so keep that in mind. You want to make sure everything is correlated as much as possible. Number 2, the second day of the month, like December 2nd, August 2nd, July 2nd, etc. It's a good day for reflection. It's feminine energy. I'm sorry, let me go back to 1. 1 is the energy of the sun. 2 is the energy of the moon. So 2 is a day of reflection, compassion, love, romance, friendship, compromise, intuitive development, and partnership. Also working with the female ancestors and guides, working with egg bay, etc. 3, the third day of the month, also good for working with egg bay. Friends, siblings, travel, moving forward on your mark, get set, go. Humor, fun, socializing, getting out there, especially if it's like a Thursday and it's the 3rd of the month, it's really good for socializing. It's also a good day for creative energy, sexual type of energy, especially like Friday the 3rd. That's really compatible energy for that particular number. The 4th of the month, December 4th, February 4th, etc., whatever day of the month, doesn't matter what month. The 4th is good for taking care of your responsibilities, your family responsibilities, your social responsibilities, house chores, home life, and ancestors, because it represents roots, so taking care of your trees and plants, gardening, 4 earth element, all that type of energy is really good on the 4th day of the month. The 5th day of the month is good for travel, taking a stand, questioning the status quo, pleasure, and adventure. That 5th day of the month kind of ties to like what Tuesdays are, like that Mars energy and questioning, adventure, travel. It's kind of a rebellious sort of day. It's also a day of pleasure. All of those things you can highlight on that particular day of the month, the 5th. The 6th ties into family, nurturing, caring, charity, reciprocity, donation. So if you want to do any type of charity work or going to the soup kitchen or help feeding people for the holidays and things like that, it's really good for that type of energy, giving and receiving, reciprocity. It's a good day for celebration with family and those you love, and it's a day to try to foster peace and reconciliation. So if there's someone you want their forgiveness, or you need to forgive them, or you need to give them another chance, the 6th day of the month is really good for that, especially if it's like a Monday, which the moon kind of helps that nurturing energy. It's really good for that. The 7th day of the month, once again, 7 ties into rest. It's kind of a lazy day. Oh, it's raining outside, I don't feel like cooking, let's order some DoorDash, etc. It's that type of energy. It's a day also for studying whatever you're honing in on, whether you're in nursing school or whatnot. It's a day for spiritual knowledge, studying those type of things, doing a business class. It's a day for it's also a day where people try to get away with stuff too. So keep that in mind. At 7, sneaky energy and hiding things and lying about missions. So be careful of that on the 7th day. It's kind of like that Wednesday day of confusion energy. With that 7, it is not a good day to move, but it is a very good day for planning what your next move will be. Number 8 deals with money. So the 8th day of the month is for garnering prosperity, focus on your money, business, and also power, attracting more power or strengthening your spiritual power, your spiritual gifts and things such as that, and also overcoming someone trying to dominate you, overcoming abuse or overcoming being subjugated to something, overcoming victim mentality and things such as that. It's a day of breaking free. It's also a day of binding. So if something's causing you trouble, or spiritual entities causing you trouble, it's a day to cast out and bind that particular type of spirit. It is a day of affirming what you want and disallowing what you don't want. And it's a day of promotion and travel, especially if it's early in the week, like a Sunday the 8th, Monday the 8th, Tuesday, especially not really Monday, but Tuesday the 8th and things like that. It's really good for that. Also, the 8th is really good for a Thursday. So Thursday, the 8th of the month, is good energy for what I'm talking about. 9 correlates more like to Wednesday or Saturday type of energy. It is not a good day for contracts. Expect the unexpected, but it's a really good day for working with your ancestors and guides and intuitive development. It's also a good day to come together with a community, also that charity work, humanity work, social issues, that type of stuff can be tackled on a 9-day. Now, the 10th, remember 10, we go back to 1. That 0 intensifies the 1. So whatever you did on the first day of the month, you can take it back and intensify it on the 10th day of the month. The 11th day is a master number 2. So whatever you do on the second day of the month, you can intensify it on the 11th day of the month, because remember it goes right back to 2. Dealing with go back to 10. 10, intensified 1 day, discernment, completion, endings and new beginnings. 11, intuition, mystery exploration, and spiritual learning and knowledge. Number 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, so it's a number 3 day. And it's just the same repeat of the number 3 energy, socializing, friendships, travel, making things happen. 13 is a number 4 day, and it goes back to commitment, ancestors, establishing something, etc., etc. It's a decent day to move, depending on if it's not a Friday or something such as that. And Friday the 13th is not a bad luck day, so please get over that. Don't be scared of Friday the 13th. 13 is a very powerful number as well. Next up, 14. 1 plus 4 is 5, so that's a number 5 day. So it goes back to travel, taking a stand, questioning the status quo, confrontation of difficult issues or situations, and also pleasure and adventure, trying something new, trying a new recipe and things like that. 15th day of the month, 1 plus 5 is 6, so it's a number 6 day, so it goes back to the number 6 energy. The 16th day of the month, 1 plus 6 is 7, so that's a 7 day, tying that back to the 7 energy. The 17th, 1 plus 7 is 8, so that's a number 8 day, power, prosperity, so tie it back into that. The 18th, 1 plus 8 is 9, that's a number 9 day, so tie it back to that. And it's also sun energy. You can intensify your fame and reputation on the 19th. The 20th, of course, is an intensified 2 day. 21st, 2 plus 1 is 3, that's a 3 day. The 22nd, you don't want to break it down, even though it's the root of it is number 4. 22 is a day of really doing things big. It's the master builder day. So community projects, big long-term, long-standing endeavors, even things that you want to outlast your lifetime, you can do on the 22nd of the day. I'm born on the 22nd, by the way, so yeah. Also the 23rd, 2 plus 3 is 5. So that goes back to 5 energy. 2 plus 4 is 6, number 6 energy. 2 plus 5 is 7, 7 energy. The 25th of the month, 26th day of the month, 2 plus 6 is 8, that number 8 energy. 27, 2 plus 7 is 9. 2 plus 7 is 9, so it's number 9 energy. 28, that's a business power, CEO, making big business move type of day. 2 plus 8 is it ties back to 1 when you reduce it down. 2 plus 9 is 11. You don't break that down. It's a number 11 day, a master number 2. So it ties down to the root of 2 energy. The 30th day of the month is 3 energy, of course. And last but not least, the 31st of the month, 3 plus 1 is 4. That ties into 4 energy. So that gives you an idea on how to correlate those numbers to the days of the week, Sunday through Saturday. Now, let's review how you can plan your life according to the moon cycles. A lot of you all may know this already, especially if you've really been studying spirituality, but I'll go ahead and add it because I don't know if I have any newcomers who are still figuring out how to work with the moon cycles and being in sync with that, especially if you're a woman. The new moon, first of all, when the new moon comes, 2 days, as soon as the new moon starts, it's called the dark of the moon. There are 2 days where you don't see the moon in the sky at all. You don't want to begin any manifestation work on that particular day. You want to wait until the dark of the moon is past when you can see the moon in the sky to begin your attraction work. Just 1 second. Excuse me. So those 2 days of the new moon are called dark of the moon, and the new moon represents rebirth. So the new moon is a time for making new spiritual baths, floor washes, candles, and attracting things into your life. So if you're working with Monday energy tied to the new moon, that's even more auspicious. Next up, planning what you want to manifest and intensifying it during the moon cycle up to the full moon is really good. It's time for new beginnings during the new moon. Waxing moon represents the maiden, a woman, a young girl in her puberty type of years. This is when you intensify what you've been doing during the new moon and what you have planned. Excuse me, what you planned and started during the new moon is, once again, it's attraction and manifestation work of what you want, not what you don't want. You do not want to focus on what you don't want during the new moon, because by the time the full moon comes, what you don't want is going to intensify. So if it's like the new moon or waxing moon, you're like, oh, I don't want to attract the dusty, oh, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want to attract bad people. You do not want to focus on that during the new moon, waxing moon, and full moon, because you're going to intensify that experience in a negative way rather than a positive way. So be careful what you focus on during a new waxing, during a new waxing and full moon cycle. So once again, that waxing moon is intensifying what you have planned and started during the new moon, attraction and manifestation. Also, it's good for dating and courtship. Next up, the full moon represents the mother energy, the full moon, the full pregnant woman, etc. The grown woman. It's a time of reaping and harvest of what you've wanted to manifest in a positive way. It's a time of culmination. It's also a time for examining your emotions, emotional examination. Also, intuitive development intensifies. Your dreams may even intensify. Also, spirit connection can intensify strongly during that time period, etc. Just 1 second. Let me let this pass by. Okay, and since the full moon is a time of commitment and agreement, it's a time of culmination, it's a good time for commitment and agreement, is what I'm trying to say. Finally, the waning moon represents the crone of the grandmother energy, the older woman. And it talks about walking away from things that no longer serve you, endings, getting rid of all things unwanted, things that you've outgrown and things that are outdated. So the waning moon is a good time for a garage sale, banishing spells, and getting rid of what you don't want, getting rid of bad habits and things like that. Divorce, breaking up with somebody, cutting cords, spiritual divorce, breaking soul ties is really good for that particular type of energy. So those are the things to keep in mind. Remember, new moon equals rebirth, waxing moon the maiden, full moon the mother, waning moon the crone. So if you keep those, if you keep those particular things in mind, you'll find that your whatever manifestation work you're doing, a spell work, will intensify and will be more effective if you keep those particular things in mind. Also, another thing is too, for me, when I initiated into African spirituality, every time we were planning when the initiation would be, I would kind of do it like, well, I can't do it on this day. If it was like a waning moon day or something like that, I wouldn't do it. So you may want to keep those particular things in mind. New, waxing, and full moon are really good for initiations and ceremonies and things like that. So just a word to the wise. Some people will be like, oh, that's hogwash, but I'm telling you, it does make a difference for some reason, if you're able to correlate with your elders for those particular days. Now, very carefully, let's see where we are with time. Planning by your personal year. This is numerology now. Your, even though we were talking about it earlier, your personal year or the universal year. Right now, we're in the number 5 collective year with the collective conscious. So you can keep that in mind. But when it's a number 1 year, that's a new cycle. It's good for relocation, starting new business, new projects, starting school, start looking for new friends, a new lover, new kindred spirits, new risk-taking, self-reliance, self-awareness, and also seeking therapy. 1 is all about the self and sun energy, self-examination, etc. Number 2, like a number 2 year, would be for fostering companionship, reconciliation, understanding, continuing working on what you started the previous year, or going your separate ways to anything that is not in harmony with you, anything that's not compatible. You want to shake it off during the 2 year. It is not a year for big risk. It is a year of receiving. Once again, intuition development. It's also a year of balancing between 2 extremes, kind of like a 2 of Pentacles type of energy, and choosing between 2 things. But be careful of staying on the fence too long during a number 2 year, or you could miss your opportunities. During a number 3 year, that is a year for teamwork, compromise, travel, fun, humor, adventure, socializing, meeting new people. It's a year of children and creativity, art, buying a nice expensive piece of art as an investment, taking risks just like that number 1 energy, and taking action. Number 4 year is a year of staying put, a year of acquiring nice things, a year of garnering relationships with your family and your ancestor family, also exploring your heritage, delving deeper into your culture, commitment, marriage, refrain, budgeting, and also acquiring nice things like nice jewelry and things such as that, things that are going to have longevity, acquiring heirlooms and furniture, things you want to last. Excuse me. The wind is blowing, so it's making my throat dry. Number 5 year, which we are currently in the year 2021, excuse me, it's a year for travel, exploration, confrontation, like that Tuesday Ogun type of energy, justified rebellion, pleasure, being careful of regretful acts and decisions, because some people, it's a year of pleasure, so people will make decisions, they're like, oh my God, what did I do, and they regret it later. So be careful of that 5 of Cups energy with that. You may find a lot of conflict or enemies during the 5 year. I don't know about you, but yeah. It's also overcoming scarcity and poverty mentality, overcoming enemies and obstacles, choosing your battles, discriminating, being able to say yes to some and no to others, knowing that you have limits, that you can't be everything to everybody, so you have to kind of budget yourself during that 5 year, or realizing that you need to budget yourself each year. It is a year of getting space to think about what you want to do for yourself, outgrowing certain people, and it is a year moving past what does not serve you in general. It's one of those moving on type of energies. Number 6, family, victory, domestic life, nurturing, and service. We're going into a number 6 year in 2022. So it's really a good year for taking care of home, family, charity, reciprocity, humanitarian efforts, etc., etc. Excuse me. Number 7 year is a good year for self-analysis, spiritual exploration. You'll see a lot of escapism in a number 7 year. Rest, people not wanting to face reality during the number 7 year. It's a year for finding yourself, being honest with yourself, reinventing yourself. Reinventing yourself and passive income. We're almost done. Number 8 year is a year for power, money, business, prosperity, preparing to leave certain things or people behind, overcoming limitations, and it's a year of travel and promotion. Number 9 year is an end of a total 9-10 year cycle, etc. That's for you'll see a lot of ancestral contact during the 9 year. Friendship, your loyalty being tested, because it can deal with betrayal, endings. It's not a good year to move. It's not a good year to get married or start a new relationship, and it's not a good year to begin a new business either in the number 9 year. 9 is about the self and humanity and being a free agent. A lot of people, they find that they have a lot of deaths in their family during the number 9 year. They hear of a lot of people passing away, like a friend, a loved one, etc. So just those things to keep in mind. I hope that this makes sense. Once again, this is generalized information. Make sure that you're correlating your days of the month with your cycles of the moon and the day of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc., Thursday, Friday. And just keep those certain things in mind. Remember, Sunday is that sun optimism energy, the father energy, whereas Monday is the mother energy. So if you keep those particular things in mind and you plan accordingly, you will find that your life is more organized, because the universe operates in organization. The sun knows when to come up. The moon knows when to come up. The seasons know when to come up. So if you're in sync with that, you will find that life will get a lot easier if you become in sync with that and you plan accordingly to how Mother Nature is planned. So with that being said, I'll leave it there. I hope that you all enjoyed this. Make sure to follow me at Adunola, the Oracle, on Instagram, Adunola, the Oracle. No underscores, no letters, no extra things such as extra letters and things like that. I only have one Instagram account. Join us this month for our activities, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Peace and bliss. All right, love y'all. Bye.